Do you want to continue living the life you're currently living? Financially speaking or in general, do you want to continue living the life you're currently living now? And do you really believe in lifelong, lasting, and meaningful transformation is possible for yourself? Do you really? Hi, welcome to another episode of Wired for Wealth, guiding you to achieve lasting financial freedom and peace of mind. I'm your host, John MacGregor, your antidote to your financial struggles. And if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Ring that bell below and hit subscribe. You do not want to miss further episodes. All right, so let's dig in. I talk to people all the time and they say, John, I really want to change. They need to change. They even say they're committed to change. But you know what? I'm not always sure they really believe it. I'm not always sure that they believe it in their core that they can in fact make the changes they need to make in order to live the life they've envisioned and the life they deserve to live, frankly. So in my experience, there are two main reasons people can't or won't make the changes necessary in order to transform themselves. First, they don't really believe they can transform. They really don't believe it in their soul. And the second reason people can't make the changes is because they don't know how. Many people simply don't have the right tools or the real understanding on how transformation happens. And that's what we'll be discussing here. And that's what my company Thrive Path is all about, helping you transform your financial life forever. And I'm here to tell you, you have the power to transform yourself right now, but you need to believe it, and I'm going to give you a taste of what you need to do. It's important to remember that transformation does not just happen. Transformation is a process, and it doesn't just happen automatically. Events on their own do not cause transformation. Books, videos, podcasts, and this presentation on its own won't cause transformation. But these things have the power to ignite that spark and trigger the beginning of your transformation. The key is, and where most people fail, is that you must take action. Because a process, a recipe, a formula without action is just that. It's a process and it'll get you nowhere. Simply walking away from this video and going back to your old routines will not get you to where you want to be. So, just a little background on the genesis of my company, Thrive Path, and my best-selling book, The Top 10 Reasons the Rich Go Broke. It all grew out of my own frustration with my clients not doing what they should be doing with their money, not following the agreed-upon financial plan, the map, the formula, the blueprint that we mapped out, and then very quickly seeing them continue to live a life of pain, fear, stress, and anxiety, and continuing to live on what I call Pain Island. And perhaps you know what I mean when I say living on Pain Island, especially in today's environment. I can honestly say I don't think anyone worked as hard as I did when it came to my clients. Yet, despite my best efforts, my clients were not changing. They could not and would not stick to the plan. No matter how much counseling I gave them and the planning we did together, and despite their absolute commitment to the agreed upon plan, nothing changed. And within a short period of time, they were back to making the same mistakes that got them in the mess in the first place. And very quickly, they were spiraling out of control and once again, back to living a life of pain, stress, and anxiety. Again, back to Pain Island. Perhaps you can relate to what I'm saying here. And what I later realized is that it wasn't their fault. People have been programmed to fail financially, and I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. And if you're like my clients, you're smart and you're motivated and you try to be careful with your money, but somehow you still find yourself a little freaked out when the credit card bill arrives in the mail, or when you're waiting for the waiter to come back with your debit card to see if the card was declined. Maybe you understand that feeling. But of course, that's just one kind of financial pain. Some of you watching this already have plenty of money, and yet you're still unhappy, unfulfilled, or dissatisfied in some way. It seems like the more you get, the more you need to be happy. Why? Because in fact, everyone has the exact same problem you do when it comes to money. Most people today have an unhealthy relationship with money. That's the key, an unhealthy relationship with money, which means they're just using money to dull their pain rather than using money to fulfill their purpose. What I finally realized is that the traditional methods of financial guidance, of telling people what to do and what not to do, that I was trained on for many years by the best firms on Wall Street, does not work for most people. Why? It's because information does not cause transformation. Let me repeat that. Information does not cause transformation. And when I finally realized that what I was doing was totally ineffective, in other words, those strategies were not connecting with people the way they needed to, That's when I committed my life to uncovering the missing piece, the unsolved solution to this massive problem. And I knew deep down there had to be a solution, something that actually works, something that created an environment that propelled people into making the right decisions with their money. And I knew it wasn't another financial plan or a financial product or a mutual fund or Bitcoin or any of that kind of stuff. And that's when I set out to uncover the truth, why so many millions of people are not financially set in life, why so many millions of people are not at peace financially, and why the statistics of people who were suffering were only getting worse. And what we discovered led to a revolution in financial guidance, health, and help. And this new revelation is rooted in neurological science. It's not just an opinion, it's science. I found out the reason so many of us struggle financially, even wealthy people with great jobs, is about something deeper than just a lack of financial education or literacy or their upbringing or schools they went to, or certainly information. It's rooted much deeper than that. And when I discovered this, everything that I'd been doing for over 25 years of my life suddenly shifted and it all changed. And here's the key to any change you want to make in your life, and this is especially pertains to your financial life. Your problems are not due to a lack of information, because there is plenty of information available to you telling you precisely what to do with your money. This is a behavioral issue, not a lack of information issue. And the only way to transform your behaviors is at the core of your mental programming. That's the key. It's here in your brain. It's not that you're not smart enough or have the right financial literacy, education, upbringing. It has nothing to do with that stuff. It's that your brain, in other words, your mindset is what's holding you back. That's the key. You have what it takes to transform your entire life right now. It's just that your potential is untapped. You need a process that taps into the core of your mind and makes changes at the core of your mental programming. That's the secret sauce, the paradigm shift of what all other financial programs miss. Look, telling someone to budget and contribute to the retirement plan, save money, cut up your credit cards, which I think is ridiculous, and the one I hate, stop going to Starbucks, is ineffective for most people long term. People know they need to do that stuff, but they won't do it. This is why I say those traditional methods that I did for years with people simply does not and will not work for most people long term, especially in this environment that we're in. Any success you desire in life starts in the mind, and this is no different when it comes to your financial life. Changes to your circumstances are in direct proportion to changes to your mental state of being. In all the years I've been coaching individuals and entrepreneurs, I will say without a solid mental state of being, financial freedom will be an uphill battle for your entire life, and it likely won't happen because you'll never be at peace. Just remember this, as I said earlier, you have what it takes right now to radically transform your life for the better. That I promise you. So I'll end it there. My goal today was that you get inspired to take action on your own financial life because no one else will do it for you. Embrace an effective and proven process and take action today. All right, lastly, I want to let you know I am now giving away my international best-selling book for free on my website. Just pay shipping and handling and it's all yours. It's a powerful book that gets to the heart of why most people struggle, why perhaps you're struggling. And I think you'll enjoy reading the powerful and emotional stories and you'll get a lot out of it. So check it out on my website. Until next time, upward and onward. Take care, and I'll leave you with some beautiful scenery of this stream here in Northern California, and I'm off on my trail run. Take care, bye-bye.